Geometry Dash levels. There's a lot of them. In fact, we managed to get to the 100 millionth level after a few weeks since the 2.2 release. Some are good, some are bad, some should be rated, and some make you ask, why is this rated? And then there's backpacks. But in this video, I'm not here to rank every single level in GD and judge whether they're good or not. Instead, I'm here to cringe out some levels, specifically my old levels. And I'll be looking at those that I've published and some old scrapped projects. And with that said, let's dive a little more inside. Please help. The first level of the list is Hardlocked, and oh boy, this is gonna be real bad. Okay, no, I can't do this, I can't do it. What is this thing? This was my first level, made on mobile back in 2019, right after getting the game. It's easy to notice that I had no idea of how the editor worked. Bad gameplay with lots of auto parts, terrible block design and color schemes. It's just terrible in every way. Since it was made on a phone that was able to run the game at 5 frames per second, the level doesn't even sync with the music. It's all bad! The level consists in multiple mode changes, auto parts and orb spams, with lots of unnecessary text. As we go further, the block design gets even worse, until we reach the part I'm most proud of, the boss fight. After a hellish cube section, there's an empty space with a text that says boss incoming, and props to the old me for hiding a coin behind the sea. The boss fight is pretty simple. You dodge its attacks until it gets bored and fades away, after saying that he will come back. After that, the level has more decent block design, but it surely doesn't make it any better. Apparently I had the decency to sign the end of the level. What the hell was I thinking, man? After realizing my mistake, I updated the description saying that the bad block user corruption infected the level and everything was shit. And yes, Mr. Blocky Missions, this has to be one of the worst level ever. But after this one, it can't go any worse, right? Right? This is the 7 Planets, a level that was supposed to be a sequel of Hardlocked. And how could it be a sequel? Well, you'll see soon. The level starts off with a questionable block design, with the player spotting some default blocks in the distance. This is not good. And here we go again indeed, more bad block design. The description says that the corruption was back, so that's why it was related to Hardlocked. Fight one more time against him and you'll save the 7 planets. Here's a little spoiler. There's no planets, and probably not even 7. The level goes like the previous one. Bad block design, random bad gameplay, you name it. And this goes on, you guessed it, until we reach the boss. Oh my god guys, it's him! The boss awkwardly pops out of the ground, threatening us, with a flame on top of him instead of being inside of its mouth. The boss fight is even worse this time. It creates a shield, throws a fireball at us, uses some spike coming from the ground, and then suddenly his favorite shield just breaks up and leaves. And after that, there's a section that continues to change block designs, and it's like I was not sure what style I would use, so I just grabbed the 7 C's, Geometrical Dominator and Finger Dash and just bashed them together in one single mess. The level then ends in space with aliens and asteroids coming at you, and it really shows that I've rushed this part. Well, at least this nightmare is over, but we're not done yet. This is Easiest Locked, and it's actually better than you would expect. This time I wanted to make something for everyone. An easier version of Deadlocked. It shows that I'm quite obsessed with that level, right? This is basically Deadlocked but with a lot of nerfed parts, so there's nothing much to say here. Though it did actually help me when I completed the original level. But let's move on because the nightmare is not over yet. Get it? Because I'm showing a nightmare gameplay. Okay, let's move on. This is after Hardlocked, and you can tell it's good because of the fucking typo in the title. As the title suggests, this is an extended version of Hardlocked, and it takes place before the 7 planets because this time the decorations are actually decent. I actually put a lot of effort in it, but in the end it's just another after Deadlocked level. At least the gameplay is decent and it doesn't get interrupted by auto parts too frequently. It's not perfect, but it's a lot better than what I did back then. And now it's time to move on to the scrapped projects. Thankfully these ones are shorter, so I'll be quick to judge myself. This one is Backlines, a bad copy of Frontlines made by God of Music. This level is yet another mess of questionable gameplay and blood design, with a lot of unnecessary move triggers. But the level itself is quite short, so I don't have much to judge here. Now let's move on to an attempt of making a horror level. Oh god, this one is even worse. The title is They Are Here, and I'll just let the clip go. Oh my god, you guys, that was so scary. Like and subscribe if you shot yourself. So this one is knocked up. Oh my fuck! No, I can't read this. Oh my! I can't read this without cringing so much. This level was inspired by Knockem from Sub-Zero, but it's a lot worse. Because guess what? We're back in the Hardlock timeline, bitch! When will this nightmare end? I don't really know where I was going with this one, but I just know that it's bad. So bad that if you use this UFO portal, you get turned into the wave. But even this level is quite short, so let's just move on. There's nothing much to show here. This is actually a project I showed a long time ago on my channel, called The Crackdown. This was my attempt to make an actually rate-worthy level, but I abandoned the project because I'm a huge skill issue and I couldn't verify the layout. Or I could have just nerfed it, but my smooth brain never thought about it. For once I had a good idea, but it was ruined because the layout is a nightmare. Okay, I'll stop with this joke. But after that UFO part, that's pretty much it. Well, I guess we got all traumatized enough. When 2.2 released, I made some other small projects, like Quest of the Bat, completing the Art of War, and now I'm working on my biggest project, G-Dilution, where I—
Connection terminated.
We're sorry, but we had to interrupt the transmission to prevent data leaks. We hope this error will not occur again, and that everyone will be safe. Thanks for the cooperation. You will now be sent back to the program.
Well, that was weird. Anyways, thanks for tuning with me on my 7-minute yapping section, and I'll see you guys in the next video.